and gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
I have a bone to pick when it comes to Madden and his selection of pitchers. One by one, they're falling by the wayside thanks to goddamn train stuff.
A lot of things got accomplished. Ohtani,
The Angels lead the goddamn league with injuries again.
I am beyond pissed off right now because the only thing I wanted to yell was fuck!
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Todd Fox postgame show on a Monday afternoon/evening. Hope all is well on the Halos baseball or Halos in the Infield Baseball Network. I'm going to get it right one of these times. I'm in a good mood tonight. Why? Because we saw a great pitching matchup tonight, between Shane Bieber for the Ohio team, and then also against Mike Lorenzen, who a lot of people were skeptical when he came to Anaheim, thinking, well, he hadn't started in a few years. Is he going to have what it takes? Is it one of these pitching guys who maybe has to earn a spot in the rotation, and he's just going to be trying to hold off some of the young kids trying to come up behind him? But so far through 3 starts, even in the start that he didn't get the help from the umpires, as we all know in Houston, he's pitched really, really good, and his fastball has been very lively, and he looks like a starter. He's got that moxie in him. He's got that drive to be better than what he really is, and I think he's going to improve as we move on in the season. So far, he pitched he had another quality start here tonight, his second already of the season. He had a really good, strong performance against Miami on the last homestand, and he came out against a Guardians team. Oh, I'm sorry, I even said that. He came out against an Ohio team that had been, up until the Yankees series, had been red hot at the plate. And he did really good keeping them in check all night. So did Shane Bieber. Bieber came out with a really good approach to the game, throwing a lot of sinkers and sliders and really mixing up the pitches. Lorenzen did the same thing. Very efficient with his pitching tonight. Both pitchers really were. But the story of the game by far was 2 things. Actually, there's 2 stories to the game. Number 1, finally, Madden at least didn't move him to the spot that we wanted him to be, but he put Trout where we thought he should be, which is 3rd, and then he moved Ohtani to 2nd, which I still am not happy with. I would still like him to be either 3 or 4, but you put Ward at number 1, and he came through again. Now, we've been talking about this all season, or at least off season as well, as Taylor Ward's approach in spring training had been much better than we've seen him in his entire Angels tenure so far up until this point. Then you couple that with the fact that, he's working walks. He's not striking out. He's not flailing. Like a lot of things that people are saying that Adele's doing, swinging away at sliders outside. He's waiting for the pitches to come to him. He's waiting for he's being very patient on the outside pitches. And if he has to, he'll swing away. If not, he'll wait for it to get in his zone, and then he takes it. And look what happened tonight. It was Taylor Ward 3, Ohio nothing. A great performance tonight, 2 home runs that led the way. I thought there was a couple disappointing things in the game. One was the leadoff triple by Mike Trout late in the game, his 50th career triple, and it was an excuse me triple. We got to see his speed on full display. We haven't seen that in a couple of years. He went down the line, made a nice play, and you're thinking, okay, we're going to get a run in. Now, after leaving 16 men on yesterday in Sunday afternoon's win, you would think they would be able to work on some of these situational, things in batting practice. But we all know Joe Madden doesn't believe in much batting practice. I don't know if they used it today, but there's oftentimes they just go to the batting cages underneath the stadium. They don't work on the batting on the They don't work in the on the field. So what happened was in today's game, you had Trout at 3rd, nobody out. You had Walsh, who's been scuffling a lot, hitting basically everything on the ground. He has not been elevating anything. He should have been more patient at his approach. They should have talked to him before he went up there. Instead, he's swinging over the top, and he hits another ground ball to 2nd, 1 out. Then the very next pitch, instead of waiting, our boy Rendon gets too happy and swings over another sinker and hits it right to 2nd base. All of a sudden, you have 2 outs. They work a walk. You're thinking they're going to come through, but Adele pops out. Bad situational hitting. We saw that in the Baltimore series, and we saw it so far in this one. Again, they elevated the long ball and at least got 3 runs out of it. But if it wasn't for that, we'd still be playing at 0-0. And then who would have thought that Joe, I would, look, Joe Madden, again, gave Raciel Iglesias the day off. Let that sink in after throwing just 10 pitches. So the other day, he threw more pitches in warming up than he did in the game to get out of that inning, and gets the day off after not pitching the prior 2 games before that. So today he was available, and he threw a total of 7 pitches. What, Madden's going to give him the rest of the week off? Oh, you're good till Friday, Jose. We don't need you. That's Joe's logic. Watch, he'll have off tomorrow. Again, he threw more pitches warming up than he did in the game on Sunday and tonight. I mean, he was just dude, the strikeout that he got on that one player, I forgot his name. He froze him on that slider. I mean, it was nasty. He has got nasty stuff. I think he's turned it up 2 notches more than what he did last year. I mean, he is on one this year. I love watching Raciel pitch. I got my boy Chase a Raciel Iglesias jersey. I suggest you go out and get one because he's going to be our closer for a while now. I love him in that closer spot. But what a victory tonight. Let me get over to one thing that we like to do on here, which is present. We're going to come up here with a what is it called? We're going to give out a player of the game award at some point where we're going to get to that. I'm working on a graphic with Chase is actually he's going to come up with a victory, or not a victory, but a player of the game award. But right now we got the Nacho Player of the Night, which is it's Nacho Night. It's a play on words. It's a Paul Sorrento Award for the helmet nachos. You get that when you have a terrible game, when you're one of the worst players on there. It doesn't matter if you're an Angel or an Indian or an Ohioan. The Ohio team will get the award tonight, and let me play the little soundbite that we have because I wouldn't be doing it honor if I didn't do this. So Nacho Night, the award goes to Naylor. Naylor tonight went 0 for 4. He had been batting about 370, almost, about 370 coming into this game. He leaves the game still hitting 345. So you'd be like, well, how did he get the award? Because he's one of their best hitters. He's in the 4 hole for them. But Naylor went 0 for 4. He left 3 guys on base tonight, and that was key. There was only one other hitter, Familiar Reyes, who struck out, broke his bat tonight. He left 3 men on too. So you can give it to either one, but at least Reyes got on base with a walk. He did strike out twice, but Naylor left 3 guys on in a clutch situation. So there's that for tonight. So let's get into some of the comments. As we do, we read all your comments. We let your voice be heard on here, and then also we'll take phone calls a little bit later once I catch up on the comments, because that's what we do on here if you're new to the show. So pass it on if you are new to the show. We'd like to grow this thing even bigger, and we appreciate everyone sticking with us on a nightly basis here on Halos in the Infield. So as we get going, the first comment goes to Mateo tonight. He says, "We beat the Beebs, baby." Steve Elise says Adele and Rendon sucks. That's her. Hi everybody. Is she likes to come on and say Adele and Rendon suck. She's like, prove it or lose it. That's her moniker. Let's see. JT checks in with Mike Taylor Ward Trout. He's getting that word. Kyle Strange says, huge win, baby. Let's fucking go. Rob says, buying my Ward jersey tomorrow, and no more Mike Lorenzen slander. I don't know who will be slandering Lorenzen. Lorenzen, it's not like, even in the game that he didn't pitch all that great against Houston, again, he was getting squeezed, and he did keep the team in the game. So it's not like he got blown out. Joe Madden finally changed the lineup, and it worked. Yeah, go figure, Mateo. Everybody's been screaming for that they want the change. They want to get back to a more traditional lineup, and look what happens when they finally get a traditional lineup out there. Again, it's not perfect, but it's getting there. Only thing I want to yell is win, baby. James Gonzalez says. Art Ramos says, laugh out loud, zoom on 100. Let's see, light that baby up. Art Ramos says, that felt good tonight. A well-pitched game. Again, a well-pitched game. Christopher Rojas, a 2-hour game, by the way. Christopher Rojas says he's going to make me do it, and I'm going to buy another pair of Vans, although I have too many, sadly. If you have more shoes than your girl, then you may have a shoe issue or a shoe fetish. I'm just saying. But, hey, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Mateo, to each his own. Mateo says, James! Richard Alonzo says, serious question. Angels make the playoffs. Richard, I've been saying it all off season. I would be very disappointed that they didn't make the playoffs. Now, what they do in the playoffs, that's another story. I do believe they're going to at least make that one gamer. I don't know if they're going to win the division. I don't know if they're going to freaking get to a first round series where they're playing best of 5. But I would like to see that because, again, all you got to do is make it into the postseason. It's a different different game altogether. And look what the Atlanta Braves did last year. They were the least favorite to do anything in the postseason, and they won the World Series. Steve Lee says Lorenzen could have pitched another inning. He could have, Steve Elise, and again, he was pulled. Let me see on his line right here. Good point. I believe he only had he had 82 pitches thrown, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 4 walks, though. I think he could have pitched longer if he didn't have those 4 walks. He had only 3 strikeouts, but he lowered his ERA to 2.93. Myers came in, had a really solid 1 inning. Could he be developing back into your 6th inning, 7th inning guy? Who knows? Tepera got his 4th hold. He looked good, and, of course, Iglesias was just goddamn amazing. Let's see. JT says, hey, can we take a second to talk about the new stadium plans? I was gonna get into that, but Artie had to pay back $96 million to everybody in the for the Anaheim area for that deal that he got. So you'll see more about it on the page. I think we're gonna talk about it more on the pod. Troll checks in with his news saying hi to everybody, which means Rendon sucks. Agreed. At Steve Elise, James says, let's see, light that baby up. Ward, Madi is very pumped up for this game. Steve Elise also says, Madden is not a genius, and my 10-year-old knew it. Ohtani didn't belong in the leadoff position. That is true. Great, nice way to start. Ward with a hitting first tonight, David says. That's what we've all been clamoring for. Over on YouTube, Dan Rio says, what a game. Claude Rainings in the house. That's his alter ego because Facebook likes to edit people and also what is it called? Censor people. Luis Torres, what's up, my man? He says, great win. Bieber was yelling, baby, 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 no. And I probably killed that one because, oh, yeah, baby, baby. Oh, I hated that song growing up. Let's see. Ronan says that 27 guy seems all right, I guess. Yeah, he's decent. Rally Chris says, great night. Angels won. Got here, the 10th win of the season. Astros lost to Texas. I think the Angels are sitting still a half game back of Seattle right now. Oakland's in 3rd place. And believe it or not, Houston is in 4th with Texas, of course, holding up the rear. But I believe Oakland's going to fade back at some point. They're getting really lucky. They're actually playing a lot better than I thought they would. Rocio Mofo Iglesias gets the save, Mateo says. Pitching was solid tonight, Art Ramos. Don says, let's go. Double digits win, baby. Art Ramos says, thank you, Ward. Hat is fire, Todd. Thank you so much, Christopher Rojas. It has an awesome little angel logo on the side, too, from the 80s. Gigi Red says, hello from Los Angeles. Thank you so much, Gigi Red, by the way. Thank you so much for tagging us and also sending us messages. We love that. Keep it coming. Manuel Jimenez from YouTube says, that's my boy Ward. Let's go, baby. Dan Rio says the lineup is so far and away better, but maybe move Rendon down 2 spots. Now, I like that idea. That's a very good idea. You saw some better at-bats tonight all up and down the lineup. Stassi with a hit. You had, Wade get up there, a nice bunt. He was a fraction of a second away from beating out a 1-ball, 2-strike bunt. Again, the little things that they do are, that with the bunts and the things that you can go the other way. If guys like Rendon and Walsh get hot and Ohtani can come through, watch out. This lineup is going to explode with runs. I'm talking about we could be scoring 5 to 6 runs nightly, maybe 7, because this team, if you have your core 4 with Rendon, Trout, Ohtani, Walsh, all hitting at least decent, because they really haven't been hitting all decent at the same time. Remember, Trout missed 3 games in Houston. If you get all these guys going, the guys around him like Ward that's been putting together good at bats, guys like Adele will see better pitches. Stassi will see better pitches. Wade will be seeing better pitches. They're going to get scared going into that core 4 of the lineup. So I think big things are going to be coming for this team. They just got to hit their stride. And again, we're coming out of spring training a little late. I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm using the excuse that we have 2 of the worst hitting instructors in all of baseball in Jeremy Reed and Paul Sereno holding this team back in a way. If we had decent, like guys like Chili Davis or other players like we had in the past, former players, rest in peace, Don Baylor, as a hitting instructor, or Rod Carew, guys like that know the game, that have these little tips that they can share with the ball players to help them better themselves during the game, not just before. I think this team the sky would be the limit. But at least you've seen on the pitching side, Matt Wise during games is right there talking to pitchers and being very hands-on. That's why he got that interim tag removed and he became your permanent pitching coach. I've actually been pretty impressed with Matt Wise in the last year and a half that we've had him. Wayne says Iglesias was fresh, though, tonight. He loved it. Jaime says, I love Raciel's walk-up song. And you know what? It's cool. I don't know one word of that goddamn song, but it just fits him coming out. It fits. You don't need Metallica all the time as a closer. You don't need AC/DC. It's nice to mix it up. It goes with his flair. I mean, why not? And the way that they present him coming out, I love it too. I mean, obviously we've had the Undertaker song with I forget Homeboy's when he pitched with us that one year from the Mets. So I like the flavor. I like that giving certain pitchers their own way to come out and fire them up. Don says that hat is fired. Thank you so much. Lewis says the same thing. Thank you. It's on sale actually on Fanatics. You can get this hat for just, believe it or not, only $26 if you go to fanatics.com. Free shipping actually. So it's not like one of your $37, $40 hats that it is a 47 club, I think it is. So it's not, I don't think it's New Era, but it's a nice hat. Let's see. Dan says, and Taylor's first name is Joseph. Be easier to deal with Taylor and Tyler. There you go. Yeah, T's everywhere. Baby, baby, baby. Grill Master says. And then, hell yeah, all about the Angels checks in. Good win, all about the Angels. There you go. Grill Master says, like, baby, baby, baby. Jaime Reyes says, has to be Naylor 0 for 4, hit into 2 double plays. Yeah, he does get the Nacho Night tonight. Thank you all about Los Angeles sick hat. I'm telling you, go on Fanatics. It's right there. It's like their hat of the month or something. It's like 30-40% off or something. Vladdy Nuke says Ohtani rule is pointless since Ohtani sucks at hitting right now. He should just be solely a pitcher. Well, you can't take his bat out of the lineup. I think you need to leave him in there, but you do need to give him a day off. I would love to see him get a day off in this 4-game series especially. And then I think that at some point, again, move him to 3 or 4, take a little bit. I mean, you would think putting him a player at 3 or 4 would put more pressure on a player. I think it's the advantage to Shohei because the guys in front of him will get on base and he'll get more pitches. So I think it actually will make him more comfortable. I think he's still not comfortable at 1 and 2. Darlene Salazar, how's it going, my love? She says, I love the Nacho Night series. And hey, I love it too. And we're also going to have that, what do you call it? The Player of the Game Award coming up here soon. Not tonight, but we're going to have the intro for that soon. Was it me or did that game go by quick, Mateo? That game was 2.5 hours. That was a really quick game. Ump was asked tonight. He did miss some pitches, Jonah up there. Baby, baby, baby. Okay, we already got that one, Grillmaster. Wayne says we have found a new leadoff hitter, Taylor Ward. And then again, a guy who is going to take pitches, a guy who's going to make you throw inside to him, and you're going to have to bang him inside to be, to try to get him squeezed or jam him. He's not swinging and flailing away like he did last year. I think guys like Adele are going to start taking their notes because Adele was pretty much Ward from last year, and I think at some point Adele's going to start waiting for his pitches to come to him. Once these hitters become more patient and begin to learn the strike zone better, like a Mike Trout. I mean, I don't think any of these guys are going to get to Mike Trout level, but at least halfway there to see, okay, I don't always have to swing away. I don't always have to, chase pitches. I want my pitches. I'm looking for my pitches. If they become more patient and not flailing away, I'm telling you, the sky is the limit for this lineup. The lineup can be very, very formidable. James says Naylor and Reyes, former Padres, are struggling so far this season. No, actually, Naylor is pretty good, James. He's batting .345, even with his bad night. No Swanky, it was Junior Valentine. Mateo says, I would really appreciate it if you could follow my Angels page, Angels Daily News. Yeah, check out Angels Daily News. Leon says, Lorenzen is nice. I need a Lorenzen jerseys. I got to root for a fan of my college. Yeah, get one. Let's see. Big Hammer checks in with, I got an award today for my high school tonight for my academics for health and for my health teacher. Congratulations. Christopher Rojas says, Grillmaster, you're DFA'd. Your comments don't pop up for me, LOL. Leon says, Ward, hell yeah. Madden finally managed a good game tonight. I wanted, Molo is going to get another inning. Oh, you didn't wonder if he was going to get another inning. Let's see. Grillmaster's still singing. James Gonzalez says, I think I have more shoes than my girl. Then you have a foot fetish, my friend. Don says, it's not one game no more, Todd. It's the best of 3, I believe. There you go. And he says not one. It's not a one gamer no more. It's yeah. Well, you know what? They got that's right. That's right. That's a best of 3 in the playoffs. I was thinking the play-in game, but we added another game. That's two. Okay. Jim Hoyt says, I want my nachos, damn it. The wild card series, Don. Yeah, I would like to get into the wild card series at least. Grillmaster says, let's see. Well, hold on. Jaime says, I would love to have Trout, Adele, Marsh, and Ward all in the lineup at once. Can any of those guys play elsewhere? You know what? Shoot. You know, most of those guys, they're just outfielders. They're not infielders with infielder experience. So they're going to have to play outfield. I know Ward. No, actually, Ward has played first a couple times. I just don't know if they would want to take Walsh's at bat out of the lineup. He's going to come through at some point. Wayne Williams says Fletcher is ready to go. So who goes down? Big question, Wayne. If I had to bet on it, I would have to say Velasquez, but I think I have a feeling he's going to stay up there because of his defense. You don't want to take him out again. He came in as a defensive replacement. You're not going to set down a veteran like Captain Jack because I don't think he has options left. I'm not sure about Duffy, but you don't want to send him down either because he's technically still batting over 320. So it's hard to say who they would send down, or they would send down one of these pitchers that they're not really using. Let's see. Stand-up strange items for sale. Prison gift shop. Shower mirrors. Ew. Lorenzen is a keeper. Suarez, Detmers still weak links. At this point right now, look, Wayne, I don't think Suarez has been given the keys to run his own ship. He's been sitting out there not being able to go 5 innings. They don't really have to. Madden doesn't have faith in him for whatever reason. Let him pitch out of his jams. I want to see if Suarez can do it like he did last year. And he's really been getting pulled really early at 70 pitches. As far as Detmers, I'm right there with you. I think he's got his fastball down, but his slider and his curveball have been hanging too much. Fortunately, he hasn't been getting crushed with home runs, but he's been giving up a lot of hits, and he's got to find the strike zone more consistently. If he could do that, he's going to be very dangerous. But, yeah, he's been he had an encouraging start. His last start, he went 5 at least. They are the weak links in the rotation. I'm not going to dispute that, but they're very close. They're not like weak links from the past. Some of these pitchers that we brought in from the bargain basement, pitchers that suck when they're brought up here. These guys have a lot of potential. Jaime says, am I wrong that Ward is catching a bit or in the past, or was that Matt Thaiss? Matt Thaiss is currently your catcher in AAA. They're grooming him to be a full-time catcher instead of a first baseman. Ward was drafted as a catcher, so he does have experience there too. Whether or not you'd move him up over a Suzuki, that's another thing. But we really can't slam Suzuki too much. You know, he'll have a night where he's like 0 for 4, but this season he's come back the next night with 2 hits. Taylor Ward is Bieber's dad, Jonas says. Stand-up things a pilot wishes he didn't say while on the intercom was in Hawaii is kind of shaped like a silver light, like a liver, right? Viva Lorenzen and Fernando. I can't say that. Fernando, I can't pronounce certain things. You're killing me here. Number 1, I got braces on. Number 2, I'm just too white. But he's Brent Brendelo. That's what he always says on the damn podcast. There you go. Brendelo. He goes, Viva los Angelitos, and he goes, Brendelo. You know, and I'm still probably slaughtering that. So my bad. My apologies to all the Latinos and Hispanics out there. My bad. Duffy needs to play more. Stop playing Baker Mayfield over him, Jodas says. Yeah, Duffy is sort of the odd man out sometimes. I don't know. Madden just doesn't like him as much as he does Captain Jack. Don says, I absolutely want the Angels to get Shane Bieber. Hopefully we can get him down the road. He's from the OC too, and he's also mentioned on several occasions, not only on social media, but on, in what is it called? To reporters that he would love to play with Mike Trout at some point. Ryu says, pitching was on point tonight. Love it. And this is a nice change, too, Angel fans, from the last 3 or 4 seasons when we were not able to say that consistently. We haven't had a game where we've been blown out, really. Well, we've had one, but that's pretty good in 17 games. A lot of these starts, the starters have left the game with giving us a chance to win in almost every one of them. The bullpen's done its job, too. So far, so good. I'm very impressed by the pitching tonight, and for the season. Mayfield goes when Fletcher comes back. Jaime says they'd be dumb to send down Wade or Squid. There you go. Rendon is not the man for. Let's see. He is almost as slow as Pujols at this point. Steve Lee says. Rally Chris says James played a sound bit when I called in and told Todd that he probably, since it was a short spring training, Madden just wanted Ohtani and Trout at the number 1, 2 parts of the lineup. Yeah, Rally Chris, but he's had him in there too long, and I don't like the fact of his logic whatsoever. We have to see if they actually stay out of the 1 and 2. Light that baby up, Batista Boss says. What's up, Batista Boss? He says, let's go. Courtney is here to call Rendon a piece of trash. Grillmaster says, Matt Wise has made some good decisions lately, unlike Madden. Jaime says, Rocio's song translate to I'm the King. Well, you know what? He is the king. I would, at this point, for the English-speaking ones, they should play the Lion King with him holding out certain players from the opposing teams. I think that would be pretty cool. Let's see. Christopher Rojas says, Detmers is the only one that hasn't convinced me. Too many curveballs on the plate. Watching a good team against a good team, they're hitting his curveballs pretty good. Let's see. Hanso Robles was the Undertaker song. There you go, Ryu. Yeah, that's right. That was a pretty cool start. Batisto says Halo Nation. There you go. What is up? Kyle Strange says Joe left Lorenzen in, and what happened? Come on, Joe. And see, and that's the thing. Kyle, you got to leave your pitchers in and let them battle out of situations. Lorenzen, it went a 1-0 game. What is it? The leadoff double, and he pitched out of it. So he can do it. And we have the pitchers now that you could sit back and say, hey, let him pitch. If I'm Wise, I'm holding Madden being like, I know you're the guy. I know it's your team, but hey, give him one more bat. Go to bat for your pitcher, Matt, is what I'm saying. When Suarez is up there and he's dealing and he runs into trouble, it seems like every 5th inning, just ask Joe, like, hey, give him one more batter, see if you can get this out, and then take him out. Stop being so overthinking and pulling these guys early, because it's only going to bring these guys together as we move along in the season. Can we get a DFA award? Oh, Grillmaster, if that was the case, then Christopher Rojas says, yeah, DFA Grillmaster, the award is yours. You won it. and a brisket, Christopher says. Ivy says, someone said that the ump was like Steve. Then you're wrong. Stevie had one more than you had an ump. I'm probably missing that. That's probably some sort of joke, but I'm sorry, Jaime. I'm not right there with you on that one. Trout on third, other Angel on second, 1 out. Drag bunts. They are still allowed and successful. Trout should not have been left at third. Left on base. Runners with left on base are killing us, Jim. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Again, you're leaving guys on base, but at some point, somehow, some way, this team is going to get their head out of their butt and start hitting with runners in scoring position. But tonight, Jim, you're absolutely correct. Tonight's runner left at third was inexcusable. I mean, how often do you see a leadoff guy at third not score? I mean, I've seen it like where they'll hit a sharp ground ball to third and the runner will prematurely go home and just get thrown out. Or if there's a shallow fly ball, he gets thrown out. I see that a lot. But it's not too often when you have a generational player like Trout with a ton of speed and 2 power hitters in your lineup coming up that should have made some sort of connection to the outfield, and they don't even come through at all. So that was pretty bad. Grillmaster says, please check on my YouTube channel. Go subscribe. So a lot of guys are, giving yourself some props there and shout outs. What is Papa Fox saying? He was happy, Mateo. Mateo's like, Dad, because my dad talks like this. He goes, boy, that pitching came out really strong tonight. He goes, I wish they would have did that when we were there Saturday, but Tepera had to crap the bed. I'm like, well, that's the Tepera we're used to seeing. and he's like, yeah, he didn't do that when we went. So he was kind of butthurt about that, but he was happy. Yvette says, like your hat, thank you. Mike Trout played, shortstop in high school, Mateo says. Oh, no, Fletch is coming back up. Grillmaster's upset with Swanky with a DFA. We really don't need Fletcher at this point, Yvette's saying. He says, Don says, Todd, do you think Detmers is ready or we rushed him? Sometimes I feel like we did. We did rush him a bit because of the pitching options that we had going into last season. Last season he needed to come back, but I'll tell you, he could have been down a little bit longer to marinate. But hey, it is what it is. He's up here now. He's getting valuable training right now, and we're just gonna have to work with him when he's in the rotation, and we'll see him in the finale of this series. So we have up tomorrow Sandy, then we got Ohtani, and then we have Detmers to close out Ohio. What can we get on the grill? What can we get back for Grill? Trade him to another page. James says, I blame Sereno for the stomach bug that is going around the team. Mateo says, well, maybe he is. It is like what James says, spoiled nachos. Breaking Grillmaster 10-year extension, $750 million guaranteed. Randy checks in. Fast Time says, I wanted Bieber last year. Even got laughed at by Fernando. Now here he comes in with his name. And, I'm telling you, Bieber is a guy, again, like he's a dude that, again, guys like from Ohio and Cincinnati are getting traded away. They're getting dealt or they're being let go in free agency. I don't see him re-signing with Ohio. So if he's not traded before then, I would almost make an assumption that at some point as a free agent, he would look to Anaheim first. So I'm with you, Randy. He's a great player. How would Roger Lodge post-game look tomorrow? Let me get into a quick Roger Lodge impersonation. To do that, I need to get into the Roger Lodge,
Hey, what's up, Halo Nation? It's Roger Lodge from the Sports Lodge on Angels Radio.
Sorry, Roger. This is my show now. Hey, guys, it's AM 830, and you just witnessed yesterday Mike Lorenzen. Mike Lorenzen has a nice goatee. And if you could make an all-time goatee team, you'd have to throw two Angels on it right away. You'd have to throw Rendon, and you'd have to throw Mike Lorenzen in there. And you'd have to say 714 tickets, 714 tickets, 714 tickets, go today, go tonight, or whatever it's called. And then you'd have to think about John Stamos. Because when we're talking hair, not necessarily facial hair, but actual hair, nobody has a finer mane on them than the one, the only, from Northern California and Full House generational TV show in John Stamos. John Stamos is one beautiful man. And you're asking me, what does it have to do with Angels baseball? And I'm going to tell you straight up, as Roger Lodge always does, absolutely nothing other than he's my man crush. And that, yes, I have more shoes than my own wife as well. Does that give me a fetish or make me more or less of a man? No, that just makes me know that I love John Stamos and Angels baseball. And I love Artie Moreno. I love that man because he had the balls to take on Anaheim. It is going to build affordable housing for all Anaheimites, or whatever you want to call them, in the community of Anaheim. He's going to have affordable housing at $4,000 a month for any of these low-income people that live in the Anaheim area that want to live close to the stadium for the beautiful price of $4,000 and 10% off of your 714 tickets purchase. All right, that's enough, Roger, for tonight. All right, so let's get back into these comments real quick. James says, love how Wade gets down the line and makes every play close. He challenges everything, doesn't he? Jacob says, just got home from the game. Lorenzen looked great. Bullpen was surprisingly good. And Rossiel, god damn. And Christopher Rojas says, Randy, you approved that you're fast for that name, or else you would have to change your name to slow times under the halo. What's your 40 dash time? Mountain Dew King says, can we get Todd Lodge? I just gave you one. I don't need to prove shit to anyone. There you go, Randy. Jay Cruz says we should trade for Montas for the dude. Jay, if he was in another division, I would say that we have a good chance because Oakland's looking to get rid of everybody. But since he's in division, there's no way.
Let's see. Also, Wayne Williams says, why does this team get its catering for Taco Bell? I don't know. Maybe it's the, what do you call it? It's the Mexican pizza return. Maybe they weren't made right. They should get catering from Togo's. There you go, Grill Master. Let's see. Christopher Ross is talking about how fast he is. Jersey Mike's is better than Togo's. It is. There's a Fireman one, Fireman subs. It's pretty good as well. Great sandwiches, chicken and cheddar or turkey BLT with a Sprite. Grillmaster says. Dan Rio says, and Lorenzen pitches with Vans. Vans needs to be put in the store in the stadium. You know, and then we had a great question of the day today, too, about what merchandise you would like to see at Anaheim Stadium. And, you know, obviously, you know, Fernando made the point that every time he goes, you see nothing but Ohtani, a little bit of Trout sprinkled in, and maybe a little bit of Rendon. You don't really see any Walsh. You don't see Iglesias. You don't see any of these other players. A lot of fans were like, hey, that's great. Current players will be nice. Add some Fletcher. Add some other players, Walsh, Iglesias, things of that nature. But why don't you bring back the retro stuff? Why don't we get some Reggie Jacksons, Wally Joyner, Tim Salmon, Garrett Anderson? Why isn't there more retro stuff in there? And I totally agree. Why don't, you know, you can go to pretty much any other team store that I know of in SoCal. I won't mention the team from up north, but you can find at their team stores former ball players. Why not us too? Why not bring back some retro logos? You mean to tell me if you're able to sell some of these spring training jerseys for $190 on the lower concourse, or I think they're about $190. They used to be like $90. But you're able to buy jerseys from a couple players from, you know, Dan Selmans and players of that nature who are here for a cup of coffee. If you're able to buy their jerseys, imagine bringing out some retro jerseys. I think those would sell like hotcakes, because I go to a lot more games now and see that the Angels fans have adopted the 80s look. So you have a lot of fans going with 80s jerseys. A lot of my jerseys are 80s jerseys, or 70s jerseys. It's just a real fresh look. So when they have those throwback, series later in the year, when they, the fans would eat that stuff if you brought it back, and I think they should at some point here, as far as to the merchandise store. And Lorenzen pitches. Oh, I already said that. Are the Togos anywhere? Not anywhere. Well, I know what Togos you're talking about. Marsh just said that he's ready to play tomorrow, Jay Cruz, and he also has been saying that he would love to play leadoff. He did it in high school and college. Rendon is a power hitter, or is not a power hitter, Steve Elise says. Sid the Kid says, we have Thor, Loki, and now we have Star-Lord Ward. Let's go, Halos. Viva los Angelitos! Mari says, when are we able to go to help the 66ers again? Oh, yeah, we're going to be doing I believe a taco night. Me and Fernando are going to get on that. We're going to cook for either the Sixers or both teams. We have a pretty good relationship with the Inland Empire team, so we're going to be down there supporting them as well. Louis checks in. Taylor Ward should play second base or shortstop. I don't know if he has too much experience with that. He does have first base experience slightly. A lot of catching experience, but mostly he's outfield. And he's been making some great plays in outfield, hasn't he? Yes, James Togos are by Cal State Fullerton. He doesn't talk like that, Steve Elise. Yes, he does. I'm telling you, he does, Steve Elise. Another game I didn't go to and they win, James says, which was good too. Hi, guys. I just joined from my Angels page. Yeah, check out his Angels page. He's with Cole Poppin over there. Your bad luck charm, James. Grillmaster says we'll find out again Wednesday night. He goes back. Jacob Green says, which is all bad as Subway, LOL. By the way, I used to love, and I mean love, Subway, and I kind of still fall for it at times, even though it is your quintessential fast food sandwich place. When I found out that my favorite sub, the tuna, was not made from real sub, I was like, God damn it. Because I actually do like the tuna with the Italian dressing or like a peppercorn ranch. I know I'm a little weird, but still. Roger Lodge is going to get a chubby about this game. He sure is, Fernando. Breaking news, Brendan Marsh said he's okay to play tomorrow. Yvette says, when will they need to when they need to hit a grounder, they elevate. When they need to elevate the ball, they hit on the ground. Yep. See why I said why you need to take as much pressure off a read. Yes, you're absolutely right, Randy. Detmers is in the long relief role. Now, see, James, I see that if we go back to a traditional 5-man rotation, but we've been at a 6-man rotation out the gate. So I'm pretty sure we're going to stick with this. And we all know that Madden is very stubborn. It's going to take a lot for him to change. But I could see him or Suarez move to that long man role until they get the confidence or until Madden gets the confidence with him. Let's see. We got Otani's 2 for 16 since Friday. Jacob says, yeah, and he should go down a little more in the order because it's not right there. Dan Rios checks in with a very important "Let's go, Brandon." His bat needs more CPR. Christopher Rojas says, Large looks so old in that graphic. Haha. Let's see. Call today, go tonight to the Angels. There you go. Reason why Rendon isn't turning his best is because his hip surgery. He's still not 100%. Did Lorenzen ride a purple Schwinn with you, Raj? Jim White says. Yeah, he wrote on the back of the banana seat. Ward and the Warren was on fire. There you go, Ward the Warren. Lodge must have had a double the excitement with both starters from the OC area tonight. Oh yeah, for sure. He was probably going to be asking him what high school they went to. It's Anaheim Hills, Todd Lodge. Grillmaster says, here comes a Rendon hip surgery excuses. Freaking Randy. Otani hurt his muffy. Otani needs a day, damn it. He sure does, James. Yvette says, we got a bullpen so far, and it feels good. What's the name of the chicken place across the Big A that everyone is talking about? Mateo says, shoot, I don't know. Number 26 at Jersey Mike's is awesome. Christopher Rojas says Joe Madden just came out and said that they might be giving Otani a day off soon. Yeah, might. He needs one. The Duff Man needs to play more. Yvette says Raciel shirts or jerseys in the store. James, can you play the replay of both Ward home runs, please? And how about Bobby Grich retro something? That's not a bad idea. Nolan Ryan. Yvette says, need a GA, Raciel, Don Baylor shirts. That would be awesome. Weaver, good one, Big 20 Hammer. I get the Nolan shirt for sure. Why can't we have a Raciel Iglesias jersey anywhere? He should have a giveaway. Angels need new jerseys. Don't give nachos. Yvette says, in honor of Todd, I'm wearing Socha's game-used jersey while making pollo asada tacos in section 260. Ooh, man, it sounds good. 260 buffet in the Angels. Yeah, look for Big Jim. He's 6'8". You can't miss him. He's got his little buffet right as the concourse ends and the bullpen starts over there in left field. That guy's nice as hell. Give him a shout out. Tell him Todd Fox sent you. With the Angels win tonight, they're now a half game back of the Mariners. Jim says he'll be there for Thursday's game. Have to wear Socha's only. It's only one my size. I might have Socha on Friday. Remember, Todd, I told you about the fake tuna. Or I might have Subway on Friday. Yeah, you were the one that broke the news to me. Oh, that was such a shame. Don't give them helmet nachos. Yes, no nachos. At James Session, Steve Lee says, I want Noah jersey too. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully if he sticks around. With Stamos on the handlebars, Marty says. Yeah, John Stamos for sure. Number 31 at Logos or at Togo's. How about a Bobby Abreu shirt? Bobby Abreu was a decent player here. One of the best plate discipline hitters you'll ever see. Let's see. Duffman says, play me more. Let's see. Weaver would be a good pitching coach. Let's see. Sean Figgins jerseys. Angels grandma. We forget how good he was when he was here before he left to Seattle. Where can I find a Raciel jersey? So far, I've only ordered a couple of them. I have them through my connection, but they really don't sell them here locally. That's for damn sure. Let's see, I want a shirt with the Angels players' names on the back, Angels on the front. I'd get a Figgy one. That's a good one. Big Daddy Vladdy merchandise would be awesome, and it should be there. The dude's a Hall of Famer, our only Hall of Famer. I think he should deserve some freaking merchandise, you think? What does the rotation look like for the rest of the series? It is going to be our boy Sandoval tomorrow, Otani on Wednesday, and on Thursday we're going to close it out with Reed on the 4 o'clock start. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Oh, jeez. No franchise disrespects its retired players more than the Angels can find out old-timer jerseys. That's true, Wayne. Nolan Ryan jersey would be nice. Tim Salmon, Chili Davis. I love Chili Davis. Shut them down tonight, Jack says. Fake tuna and fake chicken is found, but they found human meat in McDonald's. Go figure. Real quick, if you guys want to call in, we have the number here to call in and hear your pretty voices on the line. The number is 714-912-2877. We'll take a couple phone calls before we jam. Again, the number is 714-912-2877. You'll be on the air. See, Jim says, Todd, you and I cannot fit a jersey with a size that starts with 4. That's true. I've slipped my way into a triple X, which really sucks, but hey, it is what it is. Most of my jerseys are double.
Hey, it's the Halo Honk line.
Yeah, I'm calling from Catella High School.
Catella High School. The Leprechaun Midgets in the house. Is that the name of your mascot?
No, Catella Knights, Todd Lodge.
No, you know what? I'm going to go with Leprechauns. It's the Leprechauns. Well, what do you want to talk about tonight?
Yeah, talk about Taylor Ward, 2 home run night.
Yes. How did you enjoy that tonight, Rally Chris?
Really good and everything. Other than Tawny leading off and everything, and just probably what we needed in the spark in the lineup.
Exactly. And Ward's a guy that's going to be patient up there. He's going to give you good at-bats. He's a table setter. I thought he was being disserviced by being lower in the lineup. So, yeah, with him up there, hopefully slide Ohtani down another slot or two and then maybe put Rendon behind him if, his only bad at-bat tonight was that ground out with a runner at third on the first pitch. But usually, he had 4 walks the other night. So if you picture him getting on base or maybe Wade or Marsh up there, number 2 spot, good things will happen.
Correct. And I got if Madden keeps his lineup and everything, I got the Angels winning 3 out of 4 or a sweep if he keeps his lineup going.
Well, hopefully. I mean, again, this pitching is going to be tough to face. Quantrell and also Plesac, second-generational pitchers coming up in the next couple starts. So we're going to have to see what the Angels can do. Again, these ERAs are low. The key to beating the Ohio team is get to their bullpen because their rotation is pretty damn strong.
Correct. The reason why I said 3 out of 4 is because that last start with Deniers.
Yeah, well, hopefully he could do good in a semi-day game around 4 o'clock. Real quick shout-out to Archangel Goods, though, if you haven't checked him out. He sent some more pins today. Thank you very much. I did get those in the mail, and I will be giving those away to some fans or when we do some call-in segments if you guys want to win one for some trivia because we're going to have Trucker Hat Trivia returning, and we're also going to give away some pins, so be on the lookout for that. And some other stuff, jerseys coming up here in the month of May. So we're going to have a lot of giveaways, so you're going to have to stay tuned and check out the podcast and stuff like that and the pre- and post-game shows to get your free stuff from Halos in the Infield. So I just want to give that shout-out. Thanks again, Archangel Goods. Please go to his page and subscribe. Really cool dude, has some really cool stuff. Anything else, my man?
No, but I got probably Trout hitting a home run tomorrow.
Oh, you got Trout hitting a home run tomorrow. Okay. The probable is it Plesac pitching tomorrow?
I think it's Wednesday versus Ohtani.
It's who?
I'm
gonna check that
no.
too.
No, it's Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday. Okay. Oh yeah. McKenzie pitches tomorrow with a 2.38 ERA. The young kid. That guy. Dude, tomorrow's matchup is going to be very, very competitive. Sandoval and McKenzie are going to be around the strike zone. So these hitters may be – I mean, they're going to have to try to be a little patient with their sliders and stuff, but I think they're going to be going after these hitters pretty aggressive. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. It should be a really good pitching matchup tomorrow between McKenzie and Sandoval.
Yeah, past 2 starts, Sandoval's been going 4 innings, so – just hope this time Sandoval goes at least 6 innings tomorrow, at least.
I hope so. But there's your answer, Jack. All right, brother. You have a good night.
All right, you too. Go Angels.
There you go. Go Angels. You're next on the Halo Hotline.
What's up, Todd? It's me, Vince.
What's up, Vince? How you doing?
I was doing good. How are you? I was at the game tonight. It was a pretty good game.
Fast one at that, right?
Oh, yeah, it was super fast. Couldn't believe it.
It's definitely different from the 3-hour or 4-hour baseball games, but
Yeah, overall though, it was a pretty great game. It was pretty empty tonight, like somebody was saying in the chat. Like it was pretty empty tonight.
yeah, it's
So,
you didn't have your surprisingly against Baltimore, you had almost a sellout on Friday, and you had a sellout on Saturday. So you expect the Sunday afternoon hot games to be half full, but tonight for a Monday, I thought it was a decent crowd. But how was the crowd's reaction to Ward's home run live?
they were pretty loud.
Okay.
It was. I was surprised that the first one got out, and I couldn't believe the Cleveland's manager challenged it. I'm like, what is there to challenge? Like, he didn't catch the ball. Like,
Yeah, I guess he's not used to that new rule because it took me a year when they first converted that to where you didn't have to hit it over the wall. You just hit the scoreboard. Like the first
Yeah.
couple that they hit off the scoreboard, I'm like, why isn't the outfielder trying to chase down the ricochet? And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a home run. I forgot about that.
yeah. Yeah, and then right when they showed the replay, I was like, wow, like you can really see it's over the yellow line. It's gone. Like, what? That was such a waste of a challenge.
Yeah. Well, that's good
Yeah.
because I think he wasted that challenge. He didn't get another one, right? Or
Oh, yeah, he wasted it.
yeah, okay.
I had pretty good seats. I was in section 115. I don't know if you know where that is.
Yeah. That's
It's like
first.
towards home plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tomorrow I got seats towards the dugout, like those under seats down there. I'm going to get them tomorrow. So.
Oh, sweet. Did you get any foul balls close your way?
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah.
All right.
And then a bunch of ushers were popping beach balls and people were getting mad.
Yeah, I saw one on
That's-
Saturday, dude. It was like everyone got pissed at him because this kid, he was in the aisle and he finally got the beach ball, and then the usher came out of nowhere and just snagged it from him and just popped it right in his face. I was like, oh, that's cold.
It was so funny because when they popped it, somebody was yelling, dang, are you Wolverine or something with those short nails to pop it?
That's pretty good.
It was great.
Oh,
And
man.
then people were calling Miles Straw Spider-Man since, they climbed up the wall at Yankee Stadium and got mad.
Oh, yeah.
People were like, let's go, Spider-Man.
Hey, but you know what? I don't know if you've seen the audio on that real quick, but in New York, someone was recording, and they have the view of him actually climbing up to the actual fan that he got in the face of. And
Oh, man.
they were saying, fuck Terry Francona. They were calling the players soft, and they were saying some pretty nasty things to him. So, because at first
Oh, man.
I was like, why they jump up there? I thought it was the bottles only, but they were saying some pretty crappy things that you don't say as a fan, That
Yeah.
that should get you kicked out, but since it's in New York, they're all, oh, that's just a New Yorker.
Yeah, literally. I'm not sure how the calls looked on TV, but it looked like the ump messed up quite a bit behind the plate tonight.
Oh yeah, he did. There was a lot of pitches that were like sinkers in a way, sliders
yeah, like
backdoor.
Otani's first at bat tonight. That was brutal.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if he actually went around or not when he did that check swing, but
Mhm.
it didn't look like he did from my seats.
Yeah, there was a lot of questionable calls.
Yeah.
But-
I was so mad at that. I yelled, "I scheduled your eye doctor appointment."
Yeah, these I'm telling you, these umps are playing themselves out of the league. Someday we're gonna have the automatic ones, and it's bound to
Yeah,
happen.
people were literally yelling that too. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna get robo umps," and blah blah blah. It was so funny.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
And one more thing I wanted to tell you is on my way out, I ran into Gooby.
Oh, you
Like,
did.
he was
Okay.
walking towards post game, and I didn't. He came out of nowhere. I was just walking back to my uncle's car, and I'm like, "Gooby, what's up?"
Yeah,
And he smiled at me. It was cool.
yeah. Gooby's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And then two, like he always loves to talk baseball. He's been calling in here a lot, and I'm pretty sure like we talked to him the other day on Saturday, and he's gonna have like a segment coming up here pretty soon. Riley Chris is helping me connect to have his Gooby takes. Like he'll come on like on Friday and just give you the best and worst of the week. So
Oh, that's awesome.
looking forward to that.
Yeah, but it was just like a quick "what's up" because he was walking towards the area where they do post game.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was super cool, and everyone started yelling, "Gooby, what's up?"
Yeah.
It was straight. So,
Super nice guy.
yeah, overall, it was a pretty good game too. The Ward definitely had a night. That Trout triple was insane in person.
Absolutely. Just wish we would have scored him, right? But
I know.
But hey, man, thanks for calling in, Vince. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
All right, brother. Have
You
a good
take
night.
care.
You too.
You too.
All right, that's a Halo honk line, the Halo fam line. If you guys want to call in, again, 714-912-2877. Let's see. We need Artie Moreno merch. Oh, shit. Damn. Whoa. All at once.
Let's see. We need Artie Moreno merch.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
I hope to one day put my thighs and crush Otani's face along with John Stamos in between my legs.
Roger, come on now. This is a family friendly show.
There is no family-friendly shows.
Oh man.
What's going on, Todd?
Not much. How you doing, Fernando?
It's a beautiful day in New Jersey, if you can call it that. You know, the sky is gray. It smells like shit. And it reminds me once again why we pay so much to live in California, which unfortunately I won't be doing much longer, but you know, you get the point.
Well, what you described about New Jersey is probably the best time of the year, smelling like shit and gray.
Yeah, right?
At least it's...
Can you imagine being a minor league player getting paid like, you know, dog food to, you know, to live out here?
Oh, man, I think that would be hell on earth, man. I'm telling you. But you're doing God's work by going out there killing the rodents that pay rent actually out there.
Yeah, not the people, by the way.
Yeah, I'm talking about rodents. They actually do pay rent.
That's not what we do. We don't kill people. Yeah. Before anyone's like by rodents, we're not talking about people.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it was a good game today. Ward looked really good. So for anybody out there, Ward will probably be involved in tomorrow's question of the day. So I won't allude too much. Just know that Taylor Ward, man, he's playing like a god right now.
Yeah, he's doing really good. He's hitting, 330 or 340, something like that. So
yeah, did he seem like he can't get out?
Yeah, and again, I said earlier in the show, check out Fernando's questions of the day in the morning. It's a good topical way to talk, like water cooler talk, a good little question to talk with other Angel fans and respond on here on the page. He brings up some very good questions that you don't see on other pages and very topical stuff. So he's been killing it lately with the questions. That's
I don't know, actually. There's a lot of question of the days now. If you look, and I'm kind of like, it's all right.
Well, I mean, like, if you know how people can't come up with their own ideas, bro. You know, they have to, you know, so at least the real fans know where it started.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It kind of like how Roger Lodge can't think of his own stuff, so we just play the same thing all over again.
Exactly. Let's go to the replay.
Yeah. Hey, James! And then he also hits you like with like at least 15 times during his couple hour long show. He replays like the Dodgers winning the World Series and the Lakers. And...
Yeah, it's like the longest 5-minute intro for a show that has literally 40% filler.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
yeah,
I don't want to turn into that show. So
yeah, dude, it's 1:00 over there. What are you still doing up, my man?
Watching the game and watching the post game show. I need something to look forward to, man. It certainly isn't working out here.
The dedication from Fernando, and he busted his ass on an 18-hour flight and still went to work this morning. So you get the MVP award tonight, Fernando. Nobody on the field, you get it.
No, yeah, MVP award doesn't mean anything. I want the Nacho Night award. That's really for champions.
Hey, you have to be shitty at your job to get that.
Yeah, well, hey, my job is to make people think that I'm good at my job.
Oh, okay.
But no, realistically, I just walked downstairs to the lobby to get myself some Taco Bell.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm going to eat and go to bed.
Okay, well, don't let it give you the Brandon Marsh effect.
Yeah. Well, you know, I made sure my nachos were cooked, unlike Paul Sereno.
Oh, there you go. See? You know what's up.
Yeah, right. All right. Buenas noches, Halo fam, and look out for that question of the day tomorrow. We love you guys.
Absolutely. Thanks, Fernando. All right, that was Fernando. Let's get back to some of these comments. Jack says, you think Marsh would lead off if he wasn't sick? Yeah, he probably would have tonight. So it's really good because the other day Marsh was going to play. Adele wound up filling in and hits a grand slam. Jim Edmonds' jersey would be awesome. Damn, Anthony, I wish he would have finished his career here. Not too many people know that, yeah, we got Adam Kennedy for him, but the main player in that trade with St. Louis was Kent Bottenfield, and he was not worth it. Oh, we got another call here. You're on the Halo line here.
Hey, it's Mr. Baby.
baby.
Grill
King is
Master in the
Grillmaster.
house. Well, yeah, I could tell by like your 10 comments of the Justin Bieber tonight.
I have to do it with Shane Bieber. By the way, he actually did nickname himself not Justin in the first year of Players Weekend.
Well, I could see why.
He
man.
literally did that in a series against the Royals. On the back of his 50, above his 57, it said "not Justin."
There you go. What did
So,
you
I
think?
gotta-
Oh, go ahead.
No, you were probably asking me what did I think of the game. I have an idea. Nickname Taylor Ward the Warden.
Awarded or thwarted?
The Warden.
Oh,
like,
the Warden.
Like the character, the Warden.
Okay,
Warden,
okay.
like that character in Holes.
Okay. That sounds about
And
right.
for Tyler Wade, though he sucks right now. Tyler the producer, currently of outs.
Oh, gee. Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna stick as far as a love date. You don't want to like have bad nicknames for your players, but I see where you're going with that one, Grill Master. I see it.
So good game. They finally got it right, putting Otani not in the leadoff spot.
Mhm.
Love it.
It's a start.
It's a start. Honestly, I'm okay with keeping Ward at first right now, but how about you do this? Give me Ward at leadoff. How about Brandon Marsh to bat second?
Mhm.
You slide you keep Trout at 3, Otani's at 4, Walsh at 5, and Rendon at 6.
Well, it can happen. I mean, it sounds about right because if you think about it, I don't know what they're going to do when Fletcher comes back. But if you were, back in the day when Eckstein, was up, I always think of Marsh as a Erstad type player. They had the Angels would go Eckstein, Erstad, Salmon. So you can go with like a Ward, Marsh, and Trout, or Ward, Marsh, Otani. Either way, I like that idea. I think you have two contact guys, two guys who could bunt, two guys who can hit the other way, and have occasional power. But they're not going to be looking to hit power. If you give them something to hit, they'll take it out. So
Now, because if you look at you're right. Because if you look at this, you could keep David Fletcher at 9. That flips the lineup card back. Well, you could honestly say interchangeable with Marsh and Ward, but if you go Fletcher at 9, Marsh leadoff, and then say Ward gets a base hit, or he maybe moves a runner to second and third, whoever's up, say it's Trout at 3, he's got an easy chance coming at 2 RBIs.
absolutely. And that's all you want for these guys. You don't want them coming up with the bases continually empty. So it's been a no-brainer, Grill Master. All of us have been saying it, but Madden finally moved him one spot. We're hoping he can get this lineup together because there is a lot of good contact on this team. They just need to put it together.
You are correct about that. Boy, I've been so behind with my YouTube channel. If y'all have been watching it, I'm 3 series behind right now on my YouTube channel for this season. Right now I'm still working on I'm going from the Miami to Texas series still, so I've got like 3 series to go.
All right. Well, either that or just do a real quick 2-parter and try to catch up and do volume 1 and 2 just to catch up. We've had to do that before too, so who knows, man.
I shoot too much content anyway, so I've been having to break it into 2 parts, which makes my editing process that much longer. And then when I have to shoot my phone, I have to sit on Cloud Converter and wait forever for my videos to convert, which is what I'm having to do right now.
Well, good luck with that, my man.
Well, I'm gonna keep working on it. McKenzie, I said this I think I said this a couple nights ago. Tristan McKenzie is. I could look it up here on Baseball Savant if y'all want a little scouting report here. So what I've been doing with my videos is I look up the guy who we're facing, and in this case for Cleveland, Cleveland, it's Tristan McKenzie. All right, take notes here, everybody. Tristan McKenzie, age 24. He's 6'5", 165, right-handed pitcher, drafted in 2015. Fastball curve slider for his pitches, averages 92 on the fastball, and the fastball is his most used pitch at 73%.
Okay, we'll see. That's the kind of breakdown you get on the Grill Master page.
Yes, he is in the he has a K percentage in the 58th percentile. The chase rate's in the 10th percentile. BB for based on balls percentage is in the 20th percentile. Fastball spin at 67 percentile. Fastball velocity 33. Hard hit percent at 76. Average exit velo is 33. I don't know the other stats of WOBA, XERA, and XDA.
Well, he's going to be a definite problem for us tomorrow. We got to get to him early because if he settles in, watch out.
Because I remember he had one start when we were in Cleveland last August. We only had one hit through 6 innings, and it was a double by Jack Mayfield.
Mm-hmm. And that was not a pretty game. So, all right, Grillmaster, call in tomorrow, man.
Birthday.
Oh, there you go.
All right, I shall call in tomorrow. Thanks for the note. Hopefully everybody has taken notes on that. This has been Grillmaster signing off. Continue to check out my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and subscribe.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
Mm-hmm. All right, Yvette, getting back here. She says she wants Adam Kennedy, Jim Edmonds, and Boone, Gloss, Bobbleheads, and Gooby. Jim says, where was the attendance tonight? It's tough on a Monday and a school night, but it'll get better as the season goes on. Don says, yeah, Quantrell and Please going to be a tough one tomorrow. Situation and hitting with runners in scoring position has to get better. Vince says, I was there at the tonight. It was dead with the fans. Mackenzie, let's see, is pitching Sandoval tomorrow as well. Let's get back to a few of these because I'm way behind. Hello, Todd. Great night for our Angels tonight, Nancy says. How you doing, Nancy? Sorry I missed you at the other game. It was good in my section, Jacob says. Randy checks in with fuck Adele. Trade Adele for a starter, Jacob says, but who? How do you feel about Patrick O'Neill? So far, so good, Mateo. I was still sold on him as a hockey guy, but he's starting to grow on me a little bit. He's done some football, too, on other FS1 stuff. I like the game tonight, Grillmaster says. 7 out of 10 scale tonight with Wards in the home run section. Nothing like 17 or 27. Let's see. Love Patrick O'Neill, Nancy says. Can we trade Adele for Luis Castillo? That would probably get it done, plus another prospect, unfortunately. Cincinnati's going to want to fleece us a bit. I don't mind Patrick O'Neill. I like him better than Matt Vasgersian calling the game from outer space. Astros lose. Bang, bang. So Jonah's happy right there. Trade Adele for Bieber. That's a good move, too. Patrick O'Neill, not as good for us as a play-by-play guy. We have 3 WAs on our team, Ward, Walsh, and Wade. Yes, we do. We need to come up with some sort of nickname because remember back in the day you had the what is it called? You had the Killer Bees in Houston. I thought that was pretty cool. They play the bee noises. Todd, I would like your thoughts about what happened and what the Yankees did. I thought the Yankees, real quick on that, was very classy. There was a walk-off, and they saw the Ohio team was out there dealing with their unruly and pretty shitty fans. And they went over there, Judge and Stanton, and just was like, hey, man, knock it off. Stop it. That ain't cool. And I'm not going to say respect to the Yankee fans, but I'm going to say, hey, at least they didn't throw stuff. They listened to their boys. And I think that gained the Yankees as players respect from Ohio because Ohio was like, hey, man, you didn't have to stick up for us. You guys were celebrating. You won the game, and you went out there. I thought that was very classy by the Yankees. And usually you don't say classy with the Yankees, but in this situation you did. Halo Highlight says, Matt, follow our page, Highlanders for life. Yankees fans are the worst. James says Straw kept yelling at him, motherfucker, or hit me, motherfucker. That's true because they were saying some pretty nasty things to them. New York has shitty fans. Name a more iconic duo. Or New York and shitty together. My bad, Andrew. New York and shitty together. Fans, that's a really good iconic duo. There you go. Danny Cacho says, light that baby up. Wayne says, bring on them robot umps. We need them. Terry had 12 surgeries, I believe, in his life so far. I had no doubts about Matt Duffy, but now I have faith in him, or I had doubts in him. Angel Hernandez is the second worst umpire besides Joe West. Gooby takes. I love it, Nancy says. Steve Elise says the eardrums thing. Say what now, haha. Mike Trout didn't get offended tonight. Fernando, don't tell that to Trout. I've never heard a good thing about New Jersey. Sadly, it's true. They're talking about his hometown right there. Fernando, don't make Trout mad. Trout was low on the draft because scouts don't do New Jersey, Wayne says. That is true. You don't think baseball and New Jersey, and you think that you can't play in winter because the weather's so crappy, and which is true as well. But these guys forget that there's indoor platforms that these players play year-round. You could play inside domes. After review of the Collin Field stands, home run, Ohio has lost their challenge. He's Darth Wader. Darth Wader. That's pretty good, Jacob. Baby, oh, tonight you always be minded. That one's from Big Hammer. It was amazing. Let's keep the run producers at 1 and 2. Absolutely, Randy. Let's see. What is the story behind the cowboy hat? We don't know yet. Randy is hoping, like me, that it's Gene Autry. I don't know, Randy, if you can confirm that or not. I know we were talking about that we're hoping that's the case, but I hope so. Can you please get back to the comments? You guys weren't liking the phone calls there. I'd rather watch Suzuki catch 162 games than listen to a call any longer. I should cut it down. I mean, but you guys were good tonight. I'll cut the phone calls down to like 2 minutes or something, because I was seeing that they were all at 5. So my bad. Your notes can suck a dick. Oh, Randy. Damn. Jim Hoyt says, Mateo, the cowboy hat is a cheap ass straw made in China. Someone in the dugout to step up and get a real cowboy hat made by Stenson a la Gene Autry. So he says pay real homage to Gene Autry if you're going to do it. You cook on a gas grill, take a hike, Jacob says. Damn, there's a lot of Grill Master slander. I hope they have a cowboy giveaway soon. They should, Jaime, because if they're not, they're really not taking advantage of this. Grill Master says, fuck you, Fast Times. It's literally baseball. The month of May is not the best, Mateo says. What do you think about Madden saying that they might change the hat at the next road trip? Maybe a Colonel hat, Boston Tea Party. That would make 0 sense, Jaime. At least with this one, the cowboy hat seems like a Gene Autry homage. So why would you put I mean, come on. See, Madden is even messing with the good juju that we have. What the hell is wrong with him? Astros can't win for cheating. I would still trade Adele for a trash can. Damn, Steve Elise is not a fan. Bring Tatum O'Neal in for a segment, Anthony Gonzalez says. The Way Back Boys. Oh, that's a good one, Randy. Have a problem with me cooking on the gas grill, Jacob? Question mark. Killer W's. LOL. Gas grills are for people who can't barbecue. Damn. What is going on here? James is all propane. Jaime says they need to play all that we do win with 3 W's. Or all we do is win. There you go. I knew I picked up on that sign. Cocaine James grills on cocaine. What the hell? Sorry, James. By the way, check the John Boy's video on YouTube about Angel Hernandez. That is a good video. I smoked a pork butt for 16 hours this weekend. It was great. Jacob, there's nothing better than smoked meat. I'm just saying. Most females will agree, but that's a story for another day. But no, if you smoke wood, or do a wood fire grill. Oh my God, the mesquite barbecue sauce it just tastes so much better. Didn't the Yankees want to draft Trout if the Angels didn't get him? A lot of teams passed on him. A lot of teams didn't have faith in him. So we had a really good scout at the time who knew his baseball. What else would a cowboy hat mean with the Angels? I know, Randy, but I'm just saying for some reason this organization, or at least Joe is trying to deny that, unfortunately. I think we all know what it really means, but still. Randy says no grill is just boring. Randy's like, say it to my face. Oh, man. Grill Master is triggered. I think both of them are triggered right now. Trade Fast Times for a new designer. Damn. Screw the hat, just win, baby, James says. That's coming from a Raider fan. Grill Master and Fast Times need to get their own room. He also says that's what she said. Grillmaster says I would never get a room with Fast Times. I'd kill myself before that. Ooh, Todd and Randy need a room. Hey, don't drag me into this. Randy and Grillmaster need to sit together at a game. At James from Grillmaster, or from Randy, it says that match would be like Brock versus Goldberg at SummerSlam. 30 seconds and it's over. Is the Rally Monkey done? You see, that's another one, Fernando. If you're still on there, that's another question of the day, possibly. Because, again, we were at the game on Saturday. I've been at a few games last year where they were in losing situations where in years past, it didn't matter if it was 4 innings in a row, if it was like 6th inning onward, and they were losing by a run to 3 runs, they would play the Rally Monkey. And you would get that consistently. They wouldn't miss an inning. Now it seems like they're missing innings, or they're just not doing it all together. They would rather play the ape now, and then also they would rather play that what is that? Is that an otter or a chipmunk? The one that goes, hey, oh, the one in the 7th inning stretch. I don't know which one. I'm trying to remember, or Woodchuck or whatever. But they play him more than the Rally Monkey, so I don't know. That is a good question. I'm kind of over the Rally Monkey, to be honest with you, but I think that was for better team, different organization, because that organization that had the Rally Monkey and it seemed to work for was a different team altogether. I think this team needs to find its own niche. The Cowboy Hut helps, but they do need something for the fans, I think, newer in the stands. Rendon bought that hat from the airport. Okay, Jim. So it is a Rendon thing, because that was the rumor. Jim says, dumbass straw, don't want that. Thanks for the love, Matt Bedingo. I can't see Matt Bedingo's comments on here. I wonder if he's I have not seen his comments on here. Let's see. Wayne says, is Seattle the team to beat in the West? I think it's going to come down to Houston. Dusty Baker's not going to allow this team to be sub 500 for very long. They're going to get on a streak here, no doubt. But Seattle is going to be a team that's going to either help us get to the postseason by us beating them a lot, or they're going to prevent us, which I hope is not the case. I'll forfeit if I'm matched up with Randy. Grillmaster says he doesn't want to participate in that wet T-shirt contest or whatever match they're going to have. You might get your wish, Grill. Randy says. Jacob says Mets Angels World Series. I'm calling it. Grillmaster says also, it's if he's the best at anything, it's arguing with anyone in his path. Remember when he called the Mets and Padres fans a while back. Let's see. Jacob says, looks like a damn squirrel or a prairie dog. That is true. Rendon, which is the character at the 7th inning stretch. Rendon bought the cowboy hat after a home run since he went on to Texas. Topic, they kept it. Best thing for Rendon has done all season. Best Madden said that a team might change it up next trip, which is crazy. Anthony Gonzalez says they need to get rid of calling all angels. It pisses me off every time it comes on. That's going to be a hard one to pass up on, because only for this reason, the fact that it brings up so much Angels history, which this team does nothing to. Like we talked about merchandise, they don't help out the merchandise section by bringing those players back. Like in pregame stuff, they don't show, or they don't have merchandise available to buy from the former players. So basically, that calling all angels is like, here's our history. It's kind of repetitive. I wish they would change it up and show different highlights, but it is sort of like the opening intro thing, sort of how Enter Sandman was for years. I would like for them to do something a little different, but I don't see them changing it anytime soon, unfortunately. Leaf checks in with Tonight, the Days of Our Angels, starring Angel Hernandez. I can actually name 4 umpires not named Angel Hernandez that are worse than Joe West. Wow. Randy, just roll with it. It works. It works. Todd is definitely not a zoologist. It's an otter. Fernando, I am nowhere close to a zoologist. I could barely tell what's in my food, apparently. I don't know tuna from real tuna. Rendon, I think, is from Texas, so that's where the hat makes sense. Let's see. Randy says, oh, great. If it's a Rendon thing, then the cowboy hat can suck a dick. I love it. The videos with the Rally Monkey are clever. Yes, they are, Nancy, but I think they're a little long in the tooth. Miles, that was the last straw. Get it? The Miles straw? Oh, my God. The Rally Monkey got the Chinese virus, and the animal is a Pika, where the Pikachu came from, and that's why Jeremy continues to chase it. I got to find that cowboy hat on Wednesday night. At Nancy, the new Hot Ones is great. That is true. That one's good. Based on the rotation, if we make the postseason, would Ohtani be the Game 1 starter? I would imagine yes. Oh, Matt Bedingo says, hey, Todd Fox, I'm right here. So I see you. There you go, my man. No, I'm putting Thor Game 1. That dude is a gamer. That could be, too. I mean, it just depends on how they finish the season. Yvette says, Autry, the Cowboy story is better. I wish it was. Calling All Angels was also from the show The OC Orange County Connection. Jim says 7th inning critter needs to take it taken into custody for animal control. Too lame, not working. It gets the kids there, and I think that's what's gonna it's gonna stay. Let's see. Todd likes Subway. Confirm. I do, but I've been lacking on it lately because especially all the meat's not real. Todd Jack Hanna. I am nowhere close to Jack Hanna. Rendon went to Rice University. And there's the New York Jets type salt from Randy we were missing, Leaf says. He brings that on a nightly basis. Good night, Big Hammer. And I'm going to split too. I've been on here a while, and it's been a great show, by the way. Thanks to all that called in. Thanks to all that have been writing constant comments. It's been a great show tonight. And it seems like it's always better when they get a W, right? And this was a very fun game to watch, very fast game. And, the pregame's not over at 12, but, hey, we love it. And the Angels get the W. Let's get another W. Let's go for 3 in a row tomorrow. And go Patrick Sandoval. So everyone have a really good night. Yvette says play Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's actually not a bad idea. Calling All Angels or Love L.A. Oh, no. I'd rather play Calling All Angels. But everyone have a really good night. Matt Badingo, you're the man. That is a cool Angels fan. All you guys are cool Angels fans. We love it. Continue to be Halo family. And again, we have a lot of giveaways coming up this month or in May. So stay tuned. We will be announcing those as the show goes. Viva Los